What's going on YouTube? J Flesh Tanks making another video. I told you I'd make a video of the reef build that I'm doing right now, and here it is. It's a 40-gallon Sea Clear acrylic tank. I got it used off of Craigslist, and I'm not gonna lie to you, it was beat up, man. When I brought it into the house and I finally put it under some lights, my wife's like, "Are you really gonna put this in the house?" Because it was all scratched to hell. So what I ended up doing is I took sandpaper, 800, 1,000, and 15 grit sandpaper, wet dry sandpaper, and I sanded it all down. And then I went in with it. After doing all that, I put the Novus 2 and 3. If you ever get an acrylic tank, that stuff worked crazy wonders because it took out damn near every scratch out of the tank and buffed it out and got all that cloudiness. Like if you ever had a used acrylic tank, you know it has that cloudy paint almost on it. It took all that stuff out. So that was what I did first, and then put the stand together, obviously, and then I got the light, and I mounted the light to the side of the tank. It's an AI Vega, Aqua illumination Vega color. You're not going to pick that up. It's just too bright. I'll get the, because I mean, you're not really seeing the real colors, and I had to turn the blues way down just to make the video. I usually have the blues up, excuse me, a little bit higher, so it gives more of like, you know, pushing towards that 20K mark is what I'm trying to get to. So I usually have the whites, the reds, and the greens down, but it's got rose blues, deep blues, all that fun stuff. Bought the controller. You got to have the controller. And of course, it's not going to pick that up at all, which is a shame. Absolute shame. But had to get the controller so I can control all the lighting stuff. So, I mean, you can do a lot of cool stuff with the controller. Let's see if the camera will pick it up. So, like, this is me putting the greens up higher, which you can kind of see the color change in the tank. That's pushing with the greens at 100. See, it kind of greened it up, and then greens at 0, greens at 100. So it's really cool, man. I've been, to be honest with you, I've messed with the controller a shit ton, just trying to find the colors that I like. I still have to put in my wave makers. I have two Corrales with the wave maker, like, you know, the oscillating wave maker system from Corrale. I got to put that on here. I went with dry rock. Most of this is dry rock, and I used it's like a putty that you can glue the rocks together. So all this stuff is glued together because I wanted it to look a certain way. But I went and picked up some live rock rebel to blend in. I picked up like 5.5 pounds of live rock just to help seed the tank out throughout here, and I put some pieces in the back that didn't match the white color of the dry rock real well. So this is the reef tank. Like I said, I still got to get I got my calcium reactor to still hook up, my wave makers, and a few other things, dosing pumps, things like that. I got to put it all on here, but it's all, the reason I got it, it's all in one system, which is kind of cool, you know, for me at least. My filter socks down there just spills over there. And the weird thing with this, with these tanks in general, is the return pump sits over here, and then there's obviously you don't see like a return pump head. It's the way the return comes is there's holes throughout the back all the way down and then all the way across. So when I first hooked it up, it was blowing all the sand back this way, but I kind of like it because then once I get the wave makers going, there's going to be no way there's going to be any dead spots down here because there's all this down here has got flow coming through it, and then all through here there's flow. So, and then obviously it flows back down into the return. But I'll have you know, both my Corrales oscillating from this side and this side to kind of give, like right now you don't really see the shimmer because there's not a shit ton of like water agitation at top, so that's where my wave makers are going to come into play. What else we got? That's about it, guys. This has been a super fun project, man. I mean, beat up tanks, it was. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did it all by hand with the sandpaper. I should have probably made a video, but I didn't. But uh, that was a mission. If I ever do it again, I definitely will be doing it with power tools instead of my hands, because it took me 3 days every day after work, sanding and buffing and sanding and buffing to get it to look really nice again. So I sand the inside and the outside and buff the inside and the outside of the tank. So that was definitely a mission. This light, the AI Vega, I don't know. I can't say enough about it. It's the best LED light that I've personally had. Um, it's not cheap. It's definitely not cheap. It's been fun messing with the light. I mean, the controllability in this light with all the colors and settings and different timers and lightning and clouds and all that stuff, it's been really fun to mess with it. And I'm running this right now. Most of it here, I'll tell you right now, at this exact moment, I'm running percentage-wise on the whites 29, reds 23, green 30, blue 31, deep blue 30, and the royal blues at 32. So that's me running at like 1/3 the power of these lights. I'm gonna raise it a little bit more. My local fish store's display tank has 4 of them on it. It's like a 250 real wide tank, and they're running it at a little bit higher up, and they're growing. Honestly, if you want to look, check out. God, I don't even know what the video is. It's Neptune's tropical fish, but they got the craziest hammer coral you've ever seen in your life in a display tank in an aquarium store. It's gigantic, and that's what they're running right now on it, and it's flourishing really well. So that needs to come up probably about 3 more inches, and I'll slowly start doing a little bit more. I got to get those wave makers in here so I can get the shimmer, but I've been staring at the tank, and there's nothing in it. It's fun. It's really fun to me. So 2 more tanks down in the garage. I will be setting those up sooner than later, probably this weekend. I'll show you those planet tanks as they come, but this tank is kind of taking up quite a bit of my my free build time, just getting it the way I want it to look, because this thing hangs out in the living room. So anyways, I'm running long, rambling on. All right, guys, J Flesh Tanks. I will see you in the next video. Later.